Good morning.
Destiny,
Yes, ma'am.
Chandra loves the cabbage soup.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, we're still eating off of it.
Oh, good. Good morning, everybody. This is Cooking and Learning with Care segment with Chef Destiny and Chef Aysa. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, the 17th, and we will go ahead and get started. Everybody doing all right this morning?
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. It's a little windy on my side of town. But anyway, today I'm going to be making with cornbread croutons and ham crisps. This is an Indian style split pea soup, meaning I'm going to use some flavors that are found in Indian culture. So what you want to do is you want to start off with your split peas. I have yellow split peas. As you know, you rinse them, you sort them to make sure there's no stones or debris inside, and you drain them. Now, just before I get into the recipe, let me tell you some interesting information I found out about split peas. Split peas contain a chemical called molybdenum. It is a chemical element found in legumes, which is what a split pea is. And this chemical activates enzymes that help to break down harmful sulfites and prevent toxins from building up in your body. So I thought that was a kind of a cool fact that split peas actually help to break down toxins in your body. Okay, so back to the soup. So you have your split peas. Now the ingredients that you need, I have a mirepoix. We know a mirepoix is carrots, onions, and celery. So I have that.
Okay.
Now I also have fresh ginger. If you don't have fresh ginger, you can use ginger powder. Like I told you before, there's a product that found at all grocery stores that has ginger already peeled for you, already cut. You just squeeze a little bit into the pot. So I have my fresh ginger. I'm also using a bouillon cube. You can use any flavor you want. You can use a liquid stock if you prefer to not use the bouillon cube. But I do think that some type of stock or some type of bouillon base is good to give the soup better flavor. So the bouillon cube goes in there. Now my Indian seasonings that I'm going to use is clove. Clove is very strong. And for this soup, you just need one clove. So you add a clove. You also are going to add some cumin seeds. And then I'm also going to use some curry powder, okay?
Okay.
And then I have my garlic. You can use fresh garlic. I happen to have garlic powder. And you just cover all the ingredients with your liquid. You want it to be about a ½ inch gap between the veggies and the beans and the liquid, like a little space. And then you just turn it on your flame. You let it cook for about 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, the split pea soup is done. However, I like my beans to bust open a little bit, if that makes sense. So I cook mine for like an hour. And I find that it makes the soup become thicker. Okay? Now, while the soup is cooking, you're going to assemble your ingredients that go with your soup.
Whose TV is that?
I just have,
Hold on, Aysa. Somebody need to mute themselves.
okay.
Somebody got a lot of TV background noise. Thank you, Miss Peggy. Yeah, Aysa.
All right. So I just got a sliced piece of country ham, okay? You could use deli ham if you want. I laid it on a baking sheet, put it in an oven that was preheated to 400 degrees, and I let it cook until it got crispy. I let it cook about 15 to 18 minutes. While that was cooking on the same sheet, a couple of days before, I had made some cornbread, regular box Jiffy cornbread. And I just saved a piece of that cornbread, and then I diced it into cubes, tossed it in some olive oil, and I baked it on the same sheet that my ham was on. So now we have cornbread croutons to go inside of our split pea soup and also crispy pieces of ham to go inside of our split pea soup. I personally like texture in soup, so I like the creaminess, the crunch, and all that goodness. So let me show you what the final product looks like with our cornbread croutons and our crispy bits of ham. Let me go get the camera. Can everybody see that?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so here we have, I didn't bring my spoon out, I'm sorry. But here we have a nice, good split pea soup. You can see bits of the carrots, the onions. We have the crispy bits of ham to give you a nice texture. We have the cornbread croutons to give you a nice texture. And this is really delicious. You're gonna taste the ginger, the garlic, a hint of that clove, a little bit of that curry. And this is a good, nice, hearty, warm bowl of soup, especially since it's starting to get colder. Are there any questions?
I missed it. Can you go over how you made the soup part again?
Yes, ma'am.
Stepped out.
You are going to take you some split peas.
Uh-huh.
You're going to add a mirepoix. Also, you're going to add fresh ginger, cumin seed, a bouillon cube, and 1 clove.
What's
And I
in
use
your crop again? What is that? Onions and carrots and what else?
celery.
Celery, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Then you will add you some curry powder to taste or however you like it. A little salt and some garlic. You will cover your beans and your veggies. You need about this much of water, like a 1/2 inch of water, and let it cook for 45 minutes. It's going to be done in 45 minutes, but I was saying if you want your beans to bust open like I do, I cook it for like an hour. And that's it, a 1-pot soup.
Okay.
What you do with your ham?
Okay, for the ham, I got a regular sliced piece of country ham. I just sliced it, put it on a baking sheet, and let it cook on 400 for about 15 minutes until it got crispy.
That's what I missed. Okay.
And the cornbread croutons, that is the cutest idea. That is day-old cornbread.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. It was actually 2 days old. Yep. And I just baked it in the oven a little bit, a little olive oil, because I like, that crunch to go with my soup.
That's really nice. I'm gonna have to try that cornbread croutons. I like that.
Oh, yeah. It's a good way to use the leftovers.
Chef, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, about the for the split peas, how much peas do you use?
She said how much peas?
How much, a cup of peas or?
I used 2 cups of peas when I
Okay.
cooked this morning, and it gave me enough for this big bowl of soup. And I've still got some left in the pot. You see it?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
2 cups of peas,
beans
okay.
are gonna cook, they're gonna double a little bit.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Aysa, I really want this recipe to go in our cookbook. That's a really good one. I like it a lot.
Oh, thank you. I got you. I emailed it to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
That is good. Okay.
That's all I got, Chef.
Okay. I'm going to, any more questions? All right. All right, so I'm going to be making some healthy brownies. I know you're probably saying, how can a brownie be healthy? But
They're gonna be a size of the brick.
a size of what?
A brick. You know how you make them.
Oh, no. I got small pans today. Okay, so making zucchini brownies. And they were supposed to be zucchini and carrot brownies, but I forgot the carrots. So we're just gonna do zucchini brownies. So first thing you will need is a 1/2 cup of oil. Put that in the mixer bowl. Then you're going to need 1 1/4 cups of sugar. And no, I didn't add, these are vegan for all you extra healthy folks. Kim. So we're gonna start to mix that. It'll be nice if I plug it up. All right, as this is mixing, okay, as our oil and our sugar is mixing, I have 1 1/4 cup of flour. We're just gonna mix the dry ingredients together first.
How much flour, Destiny?
Yes,
How much flour?
1 1/4 cup. And to that, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. I like Hershey's brand. If you want it to be more chocolatey, you can surely add some more. Next, so we got that so far, 1 1/4 cup of flour and a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Next,
Yeah.
we'll be doing a teaspoon of baking soda and a pinch of salt. Add that right on in. And we're going to mix that.
Yeah, was that baking powder or baking soda?
Baking, oh, I did it right, baking powder. It's baking soda.
Oh, okay, baking soda. Because I didn't know what you said. Okay, thank you, baking soda.
And a pinch of salt. Next, we're going to mix this together, our dry ingredients. And this is a no egg recipe.
Oh, okay.
It's vegan.
Okay.
Right? So it's mixed together. And I took some 2 zucchinis. So this, because I used one for the batch I already made for y'all. So this is 1 zucchini shredded. I'm going to add that first to our oil and sugar we already had over here. Now the difference, I left my skin on because I want you to be able to see the zucchini and the brownie. But if you don't want the skin, that's totally up to you. It's going to be a thick batter. It's not going to be your usual loose brownie batter. This is going to be thick. We're going to have to press it into the pan, but they're going to be so chewy and gooey.
That's what I was wanting. Okay.
And healthy. Also, I have some pecans and some chocolate chips. I like Ghirardelli or Hershey's.
Yeah,
You like that, Chef?
I did. It was me, Terrell. We need to save one for Buffy, but don't tell her about the zucchini.
Oh. Well, you know, well, I'm gonna cover it up with chocolate so she ain't gonna be able to see.
She'll like it, but she won't eat it if she knows it's zucchini.
Okay, so we got our oil, our sugar, our zucchini in here. We're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a teaspoon of almond extract. All right, now we're gonna add our dry to our wet. And we are doing what?
There you go.
Thank you.
That should be a t-shirt.
I think I will get one made. We all need one for our class. Okay, so we're gonna mix this together. And the zucchini is gonna add extra moisture to it because it's gonna have water in it as well. Now we're gonna add some pecans and chocolate chips after I scrape down the sides. Anybody made homemade brownies before?
Not homemade.
Scratch
I have.
from the box.
All right, so this is what it's looking like.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna add our chocolate chips and our pecans. You can use whatever zest you like, walnuts, whatever. I'm gonna save some to sprinkle on top. Y'all don't know, I be up real late stalking YouTube, watching videos of different recipes and how exciting it is to me when I see something new. Like
Right.
tomorrow's recipe is gonna really blow y'all away. I know y'all ain't never seen it. So I got the smallest pan. This is a 7 by 3/8 by 7 by 3/8 by 1 3/16. About an inch thin. See that? I greased it with some Crisco.
Yes.
And now we're gonna transfer it to our pan. And then I'm gonna tell you how I made the frosting. And you're gonna bake these for 35 minutes on 325. You see what I mean by when I say it's thick?
Yes.
Mash that in there. Actually, this is enough in here now, so I got enough to make me a little mini brownie later. All right, so this is what it should look like in your pan.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and thick, smoothed out.
The chef, you said bake it on 325 for how long?
35 minutes.
Okay.
Preheat your oven too.
Okay.
So I prepaid the frosting because I don't have two mixers and I don't have a sink where I could have took and cleaned out the bowl in between. So for the frosting, what I did was I took 1 bag of Ghirardelli chocolate chips. I melted them on over a double boiler. You can just melt them in the microwave if you want. To that, I added 1 package of the Philly cream cheese.
Mm.
So you got melted chocolate chips, 1 package of cream cheese, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, a 1/2 cup of chocolate whipped cream. If you can't find chocolate whipped cream, you can just use white, regular. 1 teaspoon of almond extract and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Okay.
So this is what, and you blend all of that together. This is what your frosting will look like. Want it to be smooth. And it smells so good. And y'all, actually, I made that frosting today on accident. So this is actually my original recipe because I was melting my chocolate and it seized up on me. So I had to go in extra chef mode so I could save them. And my chef mind went to work, thought about the cream cheese, smoothed it out, saved the frosting.
Okay.
All right.
So, and that will happen. Like I told you, I'm not a perfect chef. I'm not an iron chef. In my own right, I am to me.
Destiny, you said 1 can of sweet milk. Is that the little
Sweet condensed.
sweetie
Condensed.
condensed? Is that the small can?
Yes, the small can.
Oh,
So let me show you what these zucchini brownies look like. I also did take some of the zucchini and sprinkled it right on top. So that's what you're seeing on top here.
Okay.
Made 2 pans earlier. Sorry, y'all can't handle it. You gotta make it. So we're gonna frost these. And this is so good, y'all. I can't believe how good a mistake turned out. And like I said, these were going to be zucchini and carrot. So you could do the same recipe. You're just gonna add a cup of carrots in addition to the cup of zucchini.
oh, it's a couple zucchini. Okay, okay, a couple zucchini.
Shredded zucchini, yes.
Oh, 1 cup. Okay, I think I missed that cup. Okay.
I'll go over the recipe one more time for you.
Okay.
That was like 2 zucchinis.
Yes, it was 2. Well, it was 1 zucchini for the
Okay.
recipe. I mean, I started off with 2, but you know I had to pre-make y'all to show y'all. So 1 zucchini for the recipe. 1 zucchini and 1 carrot should be enough. I'll tell y'all the story about another time I made a kitchen flop. When I was working at Universal Studios in my early 20s. I worked in the dessert part of Universal Studios where we made desserts for the whole park. And I had to make a chocolate cream pie. And I don't know, I had to make this pie 50 million times. But on this particular day, I don't know where my brain was. I was missing 1 ingredient. I couldn't figure it out. You know how many? I messed up like 3, 4 batches. And when you work in the bakery at Universal Studios, you can't leave until you finish the orders. So however many times you mess it up, you just got to keep going until you get it right. So this particular day, and I didn't want nobody to help me figure it out. Eventually, I don't know, I figured it out. I don't even know what it was that I was forgetting, but I ended up figuring it out and ended up making the pies and fulfilling the order. But I was so frustrated that day. And I'm glad I go through things like that because it helps me and make me be a stronger chef than I am. I started off really young. I went straight out of out of high school, straight into culinary school, straight into the workforce. Well, I had already been doing it in high school because we had a restaurant in high school in the culinary program. So I was the vice president and the president, junior, senior year. It's always been something I wanted to do. I was always up under my great grandmother and her teaching me how to cook. And one of my aunts, she's a pastry chef. She influenced me as well. Just giving y'all a little background on me because a lot of people don't know, my whole background. They only know me from meeting me at Darnell or Mills. So just giving y'all a little background on me. So here's our frosting. I had left over those pecans. And I'm not gonna do both of them, just gonna do one.
Excuse me, Chef, you said if you can't find chocolate Cool Whip, I mean, is it in the regular stores or is it hard to find?
Sometimes, but it's just not a regular item that people buy all the time. So it may be seasonal.
Okay.
And then if you want to make chocolate whipped cream, all you got to do is add cocoa powder to regular whipped cream. That's why I said you could just use regular whipped cream, but I wanted to use chocolate frosting, which is made by Riches. So if you can find it, it's made by Riches.
Okay.
Now y'all want me to cut one? And I have my favorite bluebell ice cream. It is the Great Divide.
You wrong for that.
I'm shaking my head.
Which is the vanilla and chocolate
She's wrong for that.
Great Divide. Okay, so let's cut one. They're still a little warm.
Now, Chef, what size pen was that again? You said a 7 by 3 by what size?
Yeah, I found this pen at Wayfield. It is a 7 by 3 by 8 by 7 by 3 by 8 by 1 by 5/16.
Mm.
So you can use whatever pen you want because you see I had some left over. So. Oh my God, y'all, so moist and gooey.
Those pecans toasted.
No, these regular bought out or straight out the stove. Y'all can see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have the screen up to see it.
And just to dress it on all the way up.
Mm.
That's a little.
Y'all know it's too early for this.
It sure is.
The stomach don't know.
That's right. Some don't know what time it is.
You can have dinner at breakfast time. They don't know.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right.
Destiny, does Chef ever have conventions?
Yes. We go to, well, food shows technically. It's like a chef's convention, or if you are a part of the Culinary Federation, which I used to be when I first, they tell you to do that when you first becoming a chef, and people stay in it for years, but it's just like any other group where you have to invest money every month, of course, stuff like that, but you still a chef even if you're not a part of the Federation, but yes. But the food cooking shows, those are my favorite culinary conferences. We also have, when Fulton County was with U.S. Foods, I would go to culinary conferences and they would tell us about new products. It would be a smaller version of the cooking shows or where we go and sample all the products. There would be a smaller version, so it's a little bit more intimate. And it'll be just for specific food businesses and their new products, which is a good thing. Okay, my stuff is dripping a little bit. So I didn't do no big scoops. I did little scoops of ice cream. And if you wanted to, if you ain't seeing the zucchini, don't sprinkle you some zucchinis on there if you want to make it fresh, but they're all in the inside of that, and that is our recipe for today.
Oh, wow.
Zucchini.
Awesome.
I love zucchinis. I love chocolate. Why not put it together?
Hey, yeah,
Looks good.
looks good.
Destiny,
Good.
Thank you. Yes.
holiday,
I can't hear you.
the chocolate flavored.
Mute yourself. Okay, hello.
Yes,
Go ahead. What you saying?
normally during holiday seasons, Public sells chocolate flavored Cool Whip.
Okay. You said Kroger's or or public?
Public.
Public, okay. Well, there y'all have it, public. If there are no more questions, I do have don't forget on Thanksgiving of next week, we will be doing a Zoom just to, say hello for the holidays. We didn't want nobody to be alone for the holidays. Even if you are, you can have a cheery word from us. It'll be on Miss Buffy's channel. I think it's on the schedule, Miss Sparkman. Okay, and also for our sugar cookies. So December 9th will be the show and tell for our cookie decorating. December 8th, we will be making the sugar cookies. Now, we gave an option of you can either buy the sugar cookie roll or I saw two other things. They either got the roll of cookie dough, sugar cookies, or they already have cutouts, which I think that'll be easier for a lot of people. I found them at Kroger's. They're $2.50 a box. So what you will need, y'all need to write this down if you can, and I'll go over it every day until we get to it. But you will need a pack of sugar cookie dough. You will need some sort of cookie cutters, whatever you want. Christmas related, they can just be circles, whatever. Those are $1 to $2. Package of sugar cookies, $2.50 or less. You will also need one of the buckets of icing, vanilla, so we can make some all colors out of that. You should only need one. You will also need food coloring, whatever food coloring you want. If you just want to do 2 different colors, just get you 2. Those can be from $1 to $2. So you're looking at dollars and under for the supplies. But I need y'all to get those supplies by the 7th so you can have it on the 8th when we actually make the cookies.
What you want with Joanne Edwards?
Hello, who is that?
Yeah.
Joanne Edwards.
Joanne Edwards, can you mute yourself?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you. Thank you. So as I was saying, sugar cookie dough, cookie cutouts, vanilla icing, food coloring. And if you want to jazz it up, go right in that aisle where they have all the baking stuff. They have the sugar crystals, they have the sprinkles, and any other decoration you want to put on your sugar cookies. So
Also, you can get those items in the dollar store.
correct, in the dollar store.
Food coloring and all that.
$10 or less for these items. I want everybody to participate. I'm expecting you to. So December 8th, we'll be baking our cookies. December 9th, we'll be doing our decorating and our show and tell, and that is the same day as the ugly sweater contest. Now, next Wednesday through Friday, is that next week? Thanksgiving next week?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Next Wednesday through Friday, the facility, we won't be having any classes for the Thanksgiving holiday. But next Tuesday, Aja and I will be doing our Thanksgiving luncheon presentation for y'all. She's gonna make some things, and this is gonna be an hour-long class next Tuesday. She's gonna make some things, and I'm gonna make 4 things. She's gonna make 4 things, I'm making 4 things, all associated with Thanksgiving. So you don't wanna miss that next Tuesday. Thank you to Miss Betty for donating a turkey that I'm gonna make. I appreciate that.
Yay.
Thank you.
And other seniors have donated as well to me some stuff. And I appreciate that because they don't want it to go to waste if it's just them. So I appreciate all the donations. Trying to think if there's anything else right now. And Miss Terrell, is there bingo this week?
No, because we had to go and recount, and I will be off on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. So there you have it. If there are not any more questions, it was lovely seeing your beautiful faces. I saw the number was like at 16 or something today, which
Awesome.
is 13 with the rest of us. But thank y'all so much. I can't wait till tomorrow to show y'all this recipe that I have never made before, and I'm sure y'all ain't never seen. So
Give us a hint. Is it vegetable, dessert?
It is, the ingredients are apples. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I can't wait.
So,
All right.
So do I need to come down there and sleep in my car?
or I'm gonna tie it to a pigeon and send it to y'all. Go the old school way. All right, y'all. Love y'all. We will see y'all
Love you.
tomorrow.
Take care, everyone.